Just for the record, I'm not hating on this song. I really dug it the first time I heard it, but it is seriously played out. Wow. My car was started and stalled out or something. I think. Maybe I didn't have it started. That's one of the downsides of a really quiet car is that I can't really hear whether it's idling or not. But I can always hear it ding. So 7:58 p.m. I got my clock set during my last run at a lengthy red light. Went to this way. I was just becoming the guy that's blocking the sidewalk. I don't like to be that guy. Store's located on a particularly busy stretch of Thomas, even at night. A busy stretch where most everybody is doing between 40 and 45, and if I exceed about 34, I lose points on my driver's score. On the bright side, I'm on my second run. Both so far have been tips included, online tips already included in the credit card, so I know I'm getting a tip. There's always a chance they might give me a little additional cash, but most likely they won't. This one's a little low, but you know what? As I said before, throw me $1. This one's like $1 and change. I'll take it. That's great. Just don't stiff me. That's all I ask. Gas is expensive. So this one is south of McDowell, so I'm going to use the 51 to get there. Now this is one of those stretches of road where the wow, my phone mount is crazy crooked right now. I fixed that. That's better. I changed the angle and made it a little lower, which probably going to make my camera bounce a little bit more than normal. But the Domino's Pizza app, it only operates vertical. There's no way to get it to operate horizontally. And my phone mount is configured, and I generally have it positioned to hold my smartphone in the highest position horizontally, so I can get the highest vantage point while shooting video and have it not block my view. So this is one of the spots that makes me nervous when I'm driving. Notice as I go around the corner, there's no speed limit sign here. I have no idea what speed the app is scoring me on conforming to, or more accurately, maintaining 3 miles per hour underneath. There's no speed limit sign posted from the time I go around the corner until shortly up around here. No, that one says Highway 51. South Arizona 51. Here's the speed limit sign, 55 miles per hour. So here it's 55. Mind you, most people are doing between 65 and 75 through here. And I'm doing about 52. I'm not really blocking anybody because I'm exiting at McDowell, so not a big deal doing 50, 55 to here because I'm exiting. I'm just staying in the exit outlet and I'm exiting. But when I need to go down for my deliveries, when I need to continue to go south to the 10, which is technically the East 10, but I'm going southbound on the East 10, and then exit the Washington Jefferson Rental Car Center exit, I need to cross 2 lanes of traffic. The lane for the westbound I-10 and then the lane for the eastbound loop 202. I need to get across those lanes to get in the southbound lanes. But I can't exceed, 54 miles per hour or it scores me negatively. Oh, and this is another one of those. It's like shitty like that. Because most people do around 40 on the stretch of McDowell, 40 to 42, usually under 45. But the speed limit posted is 35. And and there's a sign that says 35. I don't think there's a sign between where I get off the freeway and right there to tell me 35. And to look at the road, you know, Arizona law is that you're to drive at a reasonable and prudent speed. And consequently, there's a lot of roads that don't have speed limit signs posted on them. To exit off the freeway, see how wide this road is, and decide, okay, I'm going to do, 40 because everybody else is doing 40 is reasonable. But the Domino's Pizza app will score me negatively for that. Oh shit! I'm going to 31st place. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'm going absolutely the wrong direction. Do I lose points for that? Probably. At the very least, I'm providing less than stellar delivery service. The app thing stresses me out. It really, really does. I mean, if I was just getting in with a ticket with an address on it and not having to fuck with a phone app and worry, is my phone going to work okay on it? And I could focus just more on going to the addresses and I wouldn't make mistakes like what I just made. Going to the 1400 block, so that's just south of McDowell. But yeah, I totally wasted time. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I'm usually a little more focused than this, but I've just been so high-strung lately that it's really hard to focus on anything. I'm stressed out about the fact I don't have my Domino's hat, and they didn't have a spare one in the store anywhere. The guys were like, I'll go. The guy who's basically acting manager right now is like, well, I'll go ahead and let you work. And I'm like, no, please send me home, please. It's just I'm inappropriately dressed, and you should just send me home. He goes, do you want to go home? I said, not really. I said, but I'm just really frustrated, and I could not find my damn hat. Hi, my name is Dan, and I lose things. And this week alone, I've lost my Wells Fargo debit card. I've lost my Chase business debit card. I've lost my I've lost my Costco credit card. I just dropped my iPhone and break a brand new screen on it. There should have been a warranty replacement, but of course I've definitely avoided the warranty, and I did that. I'd be frustrated with all kinds of things about that, but it doesn't change the fact that I dropped it. I've lost my Domino's hat. And I've lost quite a few HelloFresh clothes as well this week. And now I'm losing time that I'm not going to get back because for some reason, I think I looked at 31st place and I saw 13th place because I'm mildly dyslexic. That's a struggle too. And it doesn't help that both 31st and 13th are in our delivery area. I should have been paying more attention though. So I don't know how much gas I have. I know I'm really low on gas, but I still have yet to get the light bulb behind my gas gauge replaced. It's a very difficult thing to replace in a Saturn Ion. It takes some special kind of bulb. At least it's not unique to Saturn. It's a General Motors bulb that's used in several different General Motors cars from this era. So the bulb's not particularly hard to get, but it's not one that I know offhand. Like, I'd still have to Google it again to figure out what the hell it is. And maybe I can get it at a place like AutoZone. I really haven't checked. But in order to put it in, I've got to completely take my dashboard apart. And it's so hot in the daytime, I just can't handle doing anything in this car. I haven't even been able to handle getting in the car and cleaning the goddamn thing. So I guess now is probably a good time, since I'm at a red light, turn on the flashlight. Okay, I'm a little bit above the empty line. It's like probably about 2-3 more deliveries. Probably do about 2 or 3 more deliveries before I have to stress about getting gas. I'm closing tonight, so at one point the other drivers are probably going to go home and it's just going to be me. Which, from what I've seen on a weeknight, often entails just doing a lot of dishes. And to be honest, I'm all about just hiding back by the sink and just spraying stuff for a while. And it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's a very low stress thing to do. Okay, I hear an emergency vehicle approaching. There's a fire truck coming from the north. It seems like there's always emergency vehicles going through this intersection of 24th Street and McDowell. And there's flashing lights off to the right. There's like a police vehicle behind the Valley Metro bus. Oh, and that's what this fire truck's turning around for as well. So some kind of emergency on the bus. And looking at it, it doesn't look like it's a 24 either. I can't. God, I miss having vision where I can see things clearly and crisply at a distance. I can't read. It'll say the route on the back of the bus, but I can't read it. It does look like it's a 16 East, which would have been the bus that should be going down McDowell. So apparently some kind of shit went down on the bus. I'm so mad at myself that 11 minutes on something that should have taken me like 6 minutes to deliver. And if they're looking at the screen, they're like, what the fuck is Dan doing over there headed towards Good Sam? Oh, and I'm doing over 35, so there goes my driver score. Because I don't usually look at the speedometer that closely when I drive. I flow with traffic. I drive a Saturn Ion. My speedometer is down to the right. It's at a really inconvenient location where it's like I have to look away from the road to see it. But all speedometers, you got to look away from the road to see. With the exception of these ones that some of the high-end rental cars I've been driving. I think I saw one on a Lincoln Navigator. I think it was a Lincoln Navigator, and then I think on a real similar one on a Cadillac Escalade. And I hate gigantic luxury SUVs, but I did love this feature, and that was that it projected a speedometer image. It projected a speedometer image somehow it was doing some kind of projection with the windshield, but it gave the illusion that it was hovering above my hood beyond the windshield. So I was able to actually keep an eye on the road and see a digital speed readout, and that was pretty tight. That's a new car feature I'd like to see on every car. That would be nice, because I really do feel like constantly having to watch my speedometer like a hawk for fear of losing points on this stupid Domino's app, that I'm being a less safe and less attentive driver because I'm taking my eyes off the road in traffic. When if I'm just flowing with traffic and paying attention to all the vehicles, my speed should be irrelevant on a city street like this. You know, and the crazy thing is they're using if the customer is using the Domino's Pizza app, which I think the last person who ordered did. Oh, by the way, that was fun. My first delivery. It was a hot, young, petite, thin Latina, probably like in her mid-20s, maybe early 30s. And then a big black girl who I was digging. She's a little taller than I like, but yeah, I wouldn't have said no to her. Oh, now my transmission's doing the silly slipping thing. Can we shift? Thank you. Yeah, and they both, as I walked up, they're like, "Hey, Daniel." It's like, I'm like, "Do I know you guys?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, you got my name from the app, huh?" And they said, "Yeah." But they were really sweet. They took me pretty good on the app too. this person watching the app, they're probably not too happy as they saw me go completely in the wrong direction and making a U-turn on McDowell. This neighborhood is super awkward to get in and out of. It was a lot less awkward to get in and out of before that freeway was built. Not that I'm hating on the existence of the freeway, but outside brown gate. I keep making it to where I can see the full delivery notes. I think it's that gate right there. This is awkward. Hope I'm not getting ready to get mugged. It is awfully dark out here. I wasn't sure exactly what gate I was looking for.
Yeah, dude. We're under renovation. That will be the eventually.
Okay. I kept that separate, so it'd be nice and long for you. I was trying to put that because the blanket from the my car and trying to show the blanket somehow. I was supposed to put it on the hot paper.
Joel,
Yeah, babe.
it's 2 pizzas, a dessert, and a side of sauce, and a soda.
Well, that was cool. He walked out a different gate than what I was approaching. All right, this is one of those weird little. Hang on, I got a complete delivery. Trying to steer. Well, that took entirely way longer than it should have because I went the wrong damn direction. And I think I want to check Google Maps to find the best way out of here because this is one of those weird little neighborhoods that I've been through before, but it's awkward. So awkward. You know, it's one of these kind of neighborhoods off McDowell that kind of got separated by the building of Loop 202 that I was into, and I tried to go in the direction that it said I could go in on Google Maps, and I couldn't. Like, there's a street on Google Maps that doesn't exist. I mean, you can tell there used to be a street there, but apparently the city has expanded a school there and covered the street with a school, and Google Maps hasn't noticed that the street's still there, so it still shows it there. I've noticed. I won't make that mistake again. So it resulted in a neighborhood like this where there's only one way in and one way out. This one, at least, I got another way in and out. And granted, I could have got to the house a little quicker if I'd have gone this way, but I didn't see this. I would say, as a delivery driver, I absolutely sucked at that one. My navigation on a scale of 1 to 10 was about a 0.5. I'm downright embarrassed by it. I expect better of myself. It just feels wrong driving 30 miles per hour on this street. And granted, the speed limit is 35, but it starts negatively scoring me above 35. And once I get up to 35, it's just so easy to get up to 40 as well. I guess my thing is I've just been driving in Phoenix so long that I don't really think about the speed limit in most places where I drive. I just drive the speed that feels right for the road out of experience. I mean, I started driving taxi and regularly drove in this area. Wow, I don't know what's going on that bus. There are a lot of emergency vehicles over there. Started driving this area in late August of 1991. No, my bad. Late August of 1992. Late August of 1991, I was still living in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And was a radio personality and was doing community theater and was in love with like 3 different women. And my mental health was not well because I wasn't hooking up with any of the 3. And then I screwed up what should have been a dream job. Where I had an amazing apartment that was just covered through my job. I could stand on my front porch, or actually my back porch, and look up at the Grand Tetons in one direction, and in the other direction look out at my shared backyard with my neighbors and national forest land, and just an unspoiled freshwater creek, and just as far as I could see above me, a mountain going up with beautiful pine trees on it. Hands down the most scenic place I've ever lived. I do hope at some time. Really, dude? You think that's the passing lane? Some jackass trying to go around me on the right. Sorry I'm driving so slow. This app requires that I do it. That's definitely not the passing lane, man. Trying to seem calm and hope that nobody noticed that I went completely the wrong direction.